Hello guys, you're watching Positive Vibes. Today we are going to see trick to solve error analysis problems in one shot with solved example. This is from physics subject unit and dimension. Before entering into the video, if you did not subscribe the video and click the bell icon. Then only you will get my videos. Now let us quickly enter into the topic. Error analysis means analysis of error in your measurement. Okay, we can analyze the error by finding the value of absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error, percentage error and propagation of error. I will tell you about all these terms and how to solve all these types of problems. Okay, first we will see about absolute error. We have to find absolute error to know how much error we have done in the measurement. The formula for absolute error is modulus of true value minus measured value. I'll show you an example for this. For example, first time when we are checking our weight, the weight is 60 kgs. Second time when I'm seeing the weight in the same machine, the weight is showing 61 kgs. And third time it is showing 62 kgs. Then what is my original weight? Three different weights it is showing. Then what is my true value? How to find the true value? Simple trick is just add these three values. Okay. How to find the true value? Just add these three values and divide it by number of values present. Three values are present, right? So divide it by 3. What will be your answer? 183 divided by 3, which is nothing but 61 kg. So 61 kg is the true value. Okay. Now in the examination they are asking you to find the absolute error of W1. Now how will you find? Absolute error of W1 is equal to modulus of true value is 61. Okay. Minus my original, that is the weight which I have measured is 60. Okay, then what is the answer? Plus 1. So absolute error of W1 is plus 1, which means if I add 1 to this, then I will get true value. Okay, then what is the absolute error of W2? Modulus of 61 minus 61, which is nothing but 0. Then for modulus of, now we are going to check for W3. Okay, 62 minus of 61, which is nothing but 1 only. Because inside the modulus you are not going to keep any minus. Okay, plus 1 only. Okay, this is the way you have to calculate the absolute error. Now next is mean absolute error. How you have to calculate the mean absolute error is sum of all absolute value divided by number of values. Okay, sum of all absolute values. So what is mean absolute error? Sum of all absolute error. Okay, sum means you have to add all the absolute error divided by number of values, that is nothing but 3, which is nothing but 2 by 3. Okay, that's it. Now third one is relative error. Relative error formula is mean absolute error divided by the true value. Now you know how to calculate the mean absolute error and true value. You have to just divide the both value. Okay. Percentage relative error means simply you have to multiply the relative error into 100. Okay, that's it. Okay, see this 4 formulas is the basic for all the errors. Okay, if you remember these 4, then you can solve all the problems. Now we will solve one problem and see. I will read it. In a series of successive measurement, the readings of the period of oscillations of simple pendulum were found to be 2.63 seconds, 2.56 seconds, 2.42 seconds, 2.71 seconds, 2.80 seconds. Calculate the mean value of the period of oscillations. Mean value is nothing but the true value. Okay. Then absolute error in each measurement. Then the mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. They are asking us to calculate all these values. So how to calculate all these values? So first they have asked us to calculate the mean value of oscillations. Mean value is nothing but the true value. So how we will calculate the true value? True value is equal to, just add all the values. 2.63 plus 2.56 plus 2.42 plus 2.71 plus 2.80. Okay, divided by number of values present. How much values are present? 5 values are present. Okay, so divided by 5. What is the answer you get? 13.12 divided by 5, which is nothing but 2.624 2.624 seconds. Okay, the answer is 2.624 seconds. Okay, next they are asking us to calculate the absolute error in each measurement. How will you calculate the absolute error? Absolute error is equal to modulus of true value minus measured value. So for first value, if we calculate the absolute error, modulus of 2.02 minus 2.63, which will come plus 0.01 seconds. Okay, next is del of T2 is equal to modulus of 2.62 minus 2.56. Answer is 0.06 seconds. Now absolute error for T3 is 2.62 minus 2.42 seconds. Just pause the button and try to solve it. Okay, then only you will get clarity in the concept. Plus 0.09 seconds. Now T5 is equal to, absolute error of T5 is modulus of 2.62 minus 2.80 is equal to plus 0.18 seconds. Okay, now you have found the absolute error. Now the third question they are asking us is, find the mean absolute error. How will you find the mean absolute error? Simply add all these values and divide it by number of values present. Okay, so mean absolute error is equal to, simply add all the absolute error value. Okay, and divide it by number of values. 5 values are present, no? So divide it by 5. What will be the answer? 0.54 divided by 5, which is nothing but 0.108 seconds. Okay, now fourth question they are asking us to find the relative error. What is relative error? Relative error is equal to mean absolute error divided by the true value. Okay, mean absolute error divided by the true value. What is the answer you get? Just pause the button and try to solve it. Okay, now if they ask you percentage of relative error, what you will do? 0.04 into 100, which is nothing but 4%. Problems regarding the propagation of error, but before that you have to know certain categories regarding that. Propagation of error will occur due to the error in the sum of two quantities. It may occur due to the error in difference of two quantities, product of two quantities, division of two quantities, and power of two quantities. All these are different categories. Okay, first you have to identify which category the problem belongs to, whether it is sum or different or product or division or power. Okay, to identify that I will show you a trick also. I will tell you a trick also. So I am going to teach you this first category by using a problem. Okay, two resistance R1 is equal to 100 plus or minus 3 and R2 150 plus or minus 2 ohms are connected in series. What is the equivalent series? So how to solve the problem? First you have to identify which category it belongs to. Okay, how will you identify? Simple trick, students. You have to know the formula. Okay. First is formula for equivalent resistance is Rs is equal to R1 plus R2. Okay, once you find the category, you can solve the problem. Okay, how will I say this is due to the sum of the two quantity? Because I am adding the two quantities. Okay, if I add the two quantities, then the error has occurred due to the sum of two quantities. Okay, so how to solve this type of problem? First, write the given value. Okay, R1 is equal to 100 plus or minus 3 ohm. And R2 is equal to 150 plus or minus 2 ohm. Okay, now how to solve the problems? Very simple, students. Simply write the formula. First, add these two values. Okay, 100 plus 150. Next, what is present? Plus or minus. And then add the next two values. 3 plus 2. Which is equal to 250 plus or minus 5 ohms. Very simple, no? First, you are going to add these two quantities. Then you are going to add these two quantities. That's it, students. Now, this is for error in sum of two quantities. Okay, if you find there is an error in the sum, then you are supposed to do in this method. Okay, when there is error in difference in two quantities, now we are going to see in second category. If there is error in difference in two quantities, then how you should solve, I will show you. Okay, by using a problem. The temperature of two bodies measures by a thermometer are T1 is equal to 20 plus or minus 0.5 and T2 is equal to 50 plus or minus 0.5 degrees Celsius. Calculate the temperature difference and the error. Okay. Calculate the temperature difference and the error is the question. How will you calculate now? T1 is equal to 20 plus or minus 0.5 and T2 is equal to 50 plus or minus 0.5. In the question, they are asking to calculate the temperature difference. So, T is equal to T2 minus T1. First, you have to put the formula. Next, what you have done in the formula, you have done subtraction. Then this comes under second category. If it is coming in the second category, then how to solve? Very simple, students. First, you have to subtract these two quantities. Okay, 50 minus 20. Then what is present? Plus or minus. Okay, then you are not supposed to subtract these two quantities. You are not supposed to subtract the errors. Okay, this is a rule. Always you are not supposed to subtract the errors. You are supposed to add the errors. Common mistake all the students do is they will also subtract this error. Okay, don't subtract the error. Now the answer is 30 plus or minus 1 degrees Celsius. Okay, first you have to find which category they belong to, then you have to solve the problems. If it is a sum, then you have to do in a different manner. If it is a product, then you have to do in a different manner. Okay, then next category is if there is error in product of two quantities or if there is an error in the division of two quantities, same formula, same pattern only you have to follow. Okay, I will show you how to solve by using an problem. Okay, the length and breadth of a rectangle are 5.7 plus or minus 0.1 centimeter and 3.4 plus or minus 0.2 centimeter. Respectively. Calculate the area of the rectangle with the error limit is the question. Okay, so how will you solve the problem? Very simple, students. You have to remember very simple formula. The formula is del of z by del of z is equal to del of a by a plus del of b by b. Okay, now how will you find whether the category is because of the error in the product or division. How will you find? First put the formula. Area is equal to length into breadth. Okay, so I am multiplying the two quantities. So the error has occurred because of product of two quantities. Now how will you do this problem? Del of A by del of A, del of A by A. What is this del of Z here? If del is present means then they are representing the error. Okay, if del is not present means then that is the actual quantity. Okay, got clarity? Is equal to del of L by L into del of B by B. Okay. Now, in this question, length is equal to 5.7 plus or minus 0.1 and breadth is equal to 3.4 plus or minus 0.2. Okay. Now, area is equal to, what is del of L? 0.1 divided by 5.7 into del of B is 0.2 divided by 3.4. Okay. What will be the answer? Okay, one simple mistake students. Actually the formula is you have to add the both value. Okay, I have just put in here multiple symbol. You have to add the both value. Okay, this is also the common mistake students do. They simply go and multiply the value. Okay, you are not supposed to multiply it, you are supposed to add it. The formula is this only. You have to implement this formula only if the error is in the product. Okay, you have to add both the value. So if you add, what you will get? 0.0175 plus 0.0588. Okay, and one more thing I am going to do is, I know the area of the triangle. Okay, they have given me the length 5.7 and they have given me the breadth also 3.4. So I know the area of the triangle, okay, is equal to 19.4. So I am going to substitute here. Okay, then what I will get students? 0.0175 plus 0.0588 into 19.4. Okay, into 19.4. What is the answer? 1.48. Okay, if I round it, I will get 1.4. Okay, 1.5. So finally the answer is A is equal to A plus or minus del A only. You have to represent in this manner only. Okay, final answer is, what is the A value? 19.4. and what is the del A value? 1.5. Okay, finally you have to represent in this manner only. A is equal to A plus or minus del A only. Okay, so 19.5 plus or minus 1.5. Okay, this is the answer. The last model is error in the power of the quantity. I will show you by showing an example problem. Okay, this seems to be big, but this is as simple. Okay, it is so simple. Okay, in NEET 2013 they have asked this question, and recent times NEET 2019 also they have asked this type of problems. Okay, don't get panicked by the length of the problem. Okay, a physical quantity x is given by x is equal to a square b cube divided by c root d. If the percentage error of measurement in a, b, c, d are 4%, 2%, 3% and 1% respectively, then calculate the percentage error in the calculation of x. They have given you the percentage error of A, B, C and D. Now they are asking you to calculate the percentage error of x. Normally students what they will do? Simply they will apply all these values and they will give the answer. But that is not the way to do. Okay, the formula for percentage error is del of z by z is equal to del of a by a into 100. This is the formula for this, but I give you a simple trick to solve this type of problem. Okay, see, simply you have to bring the power and multiply it by the alphabet. Okay, you have to, now wait, I'll show you. 2 into a, now the power is 2 and the alphabet is a, so I'm multiplying 2 into a plus 3 into b plus c into 1 plus half into d. Simple trick. Okay, so the percentage error of a is 4 plus 3 into 2 plus c into 3 plus half into 1%. Okay, now when you do all this, your answer will be 17.5%. Okay, simple method. Okay, no need to apply all these formulas, all that. Okay, simply bring the power and multiply it by the given value. For example, if they are given you x is equal to, for example, they have given you the radius of a circle is 3%. Now find the volume of the sphere. How will you calculate? Volume of the sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r square. 4 by 3 pi all are constant value. So r cube is only the final thing you get. Now what you have to do is, you have to bring the power and multiply it by the r. 3 into r, which is nothing but 3 into 3, 9%. Okay, simply multiply it by the given value. Bring the power down and multiply it by the given value. This is a simple trick. Okay, every time they ask this question, so be careful when you are doing this problem. If you like the video, share the video and do comment and subscribe the video.